G'day guys, Matty from Revenge here, and today I just want to chat about flying drones. In particular, flying drones on the boat. I have a couple of really quick tips and stuff that'll help you guys get some really good footage. So the settings that I initially had for both of these drones is once it gets to 25%, the drone will return to home. You can override it, but as I learnt once while I was out at Broughton, you do need to stuff around a little bit to override it. It wouldn't hurt to just bump your tolerances up a little bit. So maybe the alarm starts going off at 30% or 35%, just to give you a bit of time to, do what you got to do. Especially if the boat's moving and you've got to try and land it in the boat, it just gives you a bit more time. Don't try and return to home, because if it tries to return to home, there's an extremely high chance that the boat's not going to be in the same spot. So sometimes if we're offshore and, the boat's rocking a fair bit, the drone won't actually take off. Number one, because it's in a big aluminium cage, but number two, because the drone on the deck's doing that and its sensors can't work out where it is. So in that regard, what we do, and this is the main reason I've still got the Phantom 4 and why I don't use the Mini, take the drone, hold it out to the side, launch, and then once it's spinning and everything's good to go, then take off and let go of it, and off she goes. Same story with landing it. So if you go to land and the boat's drifting quickly or it's rocking or stuff like that, just bring the drone in nice and close to the back of the boat, go over, grab it, and what I do then, I just flip it upside down. And if you flip it upside down, it'll turn the motors straight off. Don't necessarily just assume. The best thing you can do when you get a drone is to, send it up to 200 meters and get some good footage from up there. Look for different options. Sit, 30 meters in the air off to the front of the boat while you're traveling, or, if you're in around a bait school or something, put the drone directly over looking up and see if you can pick the bait school up. Look for those options to be a bit more creative and think outside the square with the shots you're getting. Another thing that I've done with my one fairly regularly is just hovered it just off the back of the boat, maybe 10 meters in the air, maybe 15, just looking directly back in the back of the boat. And then you can see the whole deck, you can see everyone walking around the deck. You get some really, really good footage if you're fighting fish from back there. And you're not hundreds of meters in the air, you're not miles away, but you're just getting that perspective that you wouldn't get if you had a camera on the boat. The other tip that I've got, guys, and this one's a bit more of a reckless tip, is fly really close to things. I really find that when you fly close to things, you get heaps better footage. So say if you're going to go through the harbour, instead of putting the drone up to 100 metres and following the boat, put the drone at 10 metres, directly behind the boat, and follow it. And also, the image looks heaps quicker as well. It looks like you're moving so much faster when the drone's closer to the water. Righto guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.